Hey, it's Yury Experience, and today we are talking about silence. I don't really think you don't know what silence is. Absence of sound, absence of noise, absence of any acoustic waves, whatever your definition is. However, silence has a huge influence on how our conversations go, on how we comprehend music or conversations, on how we comprehend different kinds of situations, and how good can we live with ourselves. That is why today I want to share with you some of my experiences that are connected to silence or have something to do with silence that, in my personal opinion, can be good or interesting for you. First, being okay with spending time with yourself. There are some people, I am one of them actually, who are not really good with not doing anything, to just sitting in silence and thinking maybe, or comprehending information or something else. Still, meditation was considered one of the best things that you can do for your own mental health, which is why sometimes sitting in silence and just letting your brain flow or just releasing your brain from all the thoughts is a thing that you need to do. Although silence is, in my opinion, boring in this case, but it is something that will help you long term with your mental health. Second, sit down and observe. This one has not really something to do with overall silence, but it has something to do with your personal silence, because you will not say anything or maybe even listen to music during this time. Your body will not produce noises during this observation. On different occasions in my life, being it just sitting in the city in a cafe or maybe during the party, sometimes I just wanted to sit down and not to talk to anybody, and that is actually very interesting experiences, because during that time you can sit down, nobody interacts with you, and you can really observe how life of other people go, how different people work with different situations, how they lead a conversation, what is their mimic, what are their movements with their hands. It is quite interesting in my personal opinion, because you can actually learn a lot from the fact how different people behave during different kind of situations. I personally think it can be really helpful. Third, power of being able not to talk. And here we have two different situations. First one, if somebody stays near you in a situation where you could actually have a conversation, for example, some kind of a public meeting where you don't really need or have to listen to the speaker, but like kinda can, and there are people around you which you could have conversation with, but you don't have to. And a lot of people break in this situation. They're like, okay, I have people around me, I have to talk to them. But no, you literally doesn't have to. Obviously, talking can lead to different things in your life. Maybe it can influence your life in a positive way. But overall, you literally doesn't have to talk to anybody just because that person is next to you, or just because that person is in the same group where you are staying right now, or just because that person came to you and started talking to you. You are not obligated to talk with that person or with any other person by that means. The second thing has something to do with silence in a conversation. We generally cannot really handle silence in the conversations. If there is a conversation with another person, there shall be a flow. So you talk, maybe sometimes when there is a logical way for that. You maybe don't talk, maybe you are going somewhere, but generally speaking, there shall be conversation all the time. But no, in my personal experience, most of the people value more people with whom they can just sit in silence in comparison to people with whom they can have a conversation all the time. Somehow silence is more intimate. Silence is something different. Silence is something that is difficult to achieve, to have this good feeling during being silent with a person. And besides that, if you are talking with somebody and you think that that person answered question not fully or whatever, there's a small psychological trick. Just don't say anything else and continue looking in the person's eyes. The person will start feeling uncomfortable and will start talking more like, oh, I want to know, but yeah, so can you please answer, can you please react? And then at some point they will probably say more. It doesn't have to be the fact that they actually want to say more or have what to say anyway. But I think it's a funny trick. At the end, as also on many occasions, I will talk shortly, briefly about social expectations. There are social expectations about silence. There are social expectations about conversations, how they shall flow, how they shall go, that you shall not be silent, that there shall be always something around you going on. But no, silence is a very powerful thing. A lot of composers say that silence is almost as strong as beautiful music if positioned correctly. I even participated once in a performance where instrumental part was literally sound, silence, sound, silence. It was a really strange performance, but anyway, silence has something to it. It is something different, it is something that is not usual. That is why I think that for our personal reasons, for self-development and also for learning how to be silent with yourself, which is, in my personal opinion, one of the main and most important things in this topic. I think in order to do that, be silent from time to time. Be silent with yourself, be silent with your surroundings, and observe yourself, observe your surroundings. I think silence is very suitable for that. That's all. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. You can also subscribe to the channel. I do regular videos about different topics, and next time I will be talking about different types of water. If you have any questions or topic suggestions, please write them in the comments below. I will try to respond to your comments. Also, I will maybe do an independent video about that, or I will read about the topic first. I do not know everything, but I do know a lot. That's all for today, and see you next time.